We're looking at discipleship as Jesus describes it. Specifically 8 verses where he uses the word disciple. And in them, I believe, he gives us a clear definition of what a disciple is and what a disciple is not. We've already looked at one of them. And in the next 3, Jesus is going to give conditions of discipleship. In each one of the next 3 verses, he says, unless you do these things, you cannot be my disciple. In Luke 14:26, Jesus says this, if any man come to me and hate not his father, mother, wife, children, brethren, sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. Wait, hate? Yeah, you caught that too, didn't you? The language is shocking, and Jesus intended it to be. And now that he has our attention, let's consider what he's saying. I like how the NLT puts it. You must hate everyone else by comparison. Jesus is using Semitic expression, Jewish hyperbole. It's a Hebrew idiom for loving less. If these were the only words we had of Jesus, it would be troubling. But when taken into context with everything else that he said, we can clearly understand what he's saying. Matthew 10:37 will help us understand better. Jesus says, he that loveth father and mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. Jesus is emphasizing position. He's not saying that we should hate our families. He commands us to honor our father and mother. He tells husbands, love your wives. He even commands us to love our enemies. What he's saying is, they must all be second. This was his rebuke of the church of Ephesus in Revelation chapter 2. He said, you've left your first love. Jesus was asked by a lawyer one time, what is the greatest commandment? He said, in essence, if you reduced everything that God required into its simplest form, what would it be? And Jesus said, thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all of thy heart, with all of thy soul, with all of thy mind, and with all of thy strength. He says to love God with all of your heart, that place where all of the issues of life flow. With all of your soul, that God-breathed, living part of who we are. With all of your mind, your thoughts, your understanding, your contemplation, your imagination, and all of your strength. That physical body that we're to glorify God with. And you know what? If we love God this way, you know what's left? Nothing. So this is the beauty of loving Jesus this way. He says, if you love me, you'll keep my commandments. And his commandment is this: love one another. So if we put Jesus in his proper place and love him as we should, everything else will fall in line. Our love for our families, our spouses, our children, our brothers, our sisters, our neighbors, yes, and even our enemies will be blessed by the overflow of our love for him, and it will cover all of those around us. Our love relationship with Jesus elevates every other relationship that we have. But the opposite is true. If we put anyone else before him, we will never be able to love them or anyone else as God intended. So discipleship is about first love. Loving Jesus more than anyone or anything or even our very lives. He says it's required. It's a condition. If we don't, we cannot be his disciples. I hope this video blessed you. If it did, give me a like and subscribe. Share this video with your friends and family, and I'll see you in the next one.